The appellate courts in this state, both the Supreme Court and the Court of Appeals, decide cases in a way that is binding upon every other court, the district court and the superior court in the state. So the cases that we hear and the decisions that we make have to be followed in the other courts around the state. Now, let me give you some examples of issues that have been heard in the appellate courts in recent years. I can't talk about them in detail, but let me just mention some. These are the kinds of decisions that our courts have made in the last several years. We have made decisions about whether the Racial Justice Act could be retroactively repealed. We have made decisions about whether adequate showings of discrimination in the selection of jurors have been made. We have considered other issues that involve racial issues with respect to criminal justice. And so, as Judge Adams says, we're there for your whole life. And because we're there for your whole life, and because your life is affected by the things that are implicated by this question, we have a real substantial and significant role in making sure that the law is applied equally to everybody, regardless of whatever criteria we may be thinking about. And so people of color have a very, very definite interest in who makes up the members of their courts, because it's ultimately up to us, as I said in my opening remarks, to ensure that the law is applied equally to everybody, that we have no second-class citizens, that everybody is treated equally.
I thank you so very, very much for your support. As Justice Ervin mentioned, I did run in 2020 and narrowly lost my race. Of course, Chief Justice Beasley lost her race by just 401 votes. And I bet each one of you knows 401 people. I bet you do. And I'm not asking you to call 401 people, but if you might call 5 people and tell the people that you have met me, that you've met Justice Ervin, that you've met Judge Salmon, who's going to speak to you in a moment, that you have met Judge Gail Adams, who just got here, is a fantastic trial judge. If you call 5 people and say, I met these judges and I trust them, your recommendation to people who trust you is going to mean more than all of the television commercials and the mailers and everything that we are going to be doing to try to reach voters in North Carolina. Thank you so very much.